Target Trading Academy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Preston Vogel here with Target Trading Academy. Today is Friday, October 22nd. It is 5:11 p.m. Eastern Time. Today we are doing your micros market recap. Just so you know, Fridays I only trade half days. Most time Fridays aren't really worth trading anyways. But with that said, let's get into it, starting with oil. Oil started off just above yesterday's range high. I have marked in blue here for you. And it bounced off that level from that HVA that we have to the contract high, blew through it and turned around quickly after that, finding support from an overnight move, giving you one opportunity for a reversal short there as well. And then further penetration into yesterday's range before rejecting that area entirely, going back up above the contract high. Gold opened way gap up. Not entirely a ton of move on that gap up, but still gap up nonetheless. Right at that HVA level. No entry right at the open for that. Several people took this entry here, depending on certain settings and criteria. It was either a winner or a loser. You'll see why I mentioned that here shortly, before going into this white space area that is above the contract high that we have marked here. You may not understand where we get these contract highs. That's okay. That's for our students and for them to learn and understand what we mean by that. However, spent most of the day there, and then we had that 11:30 lunch move on Fridays, and we had several people in the minis take stellar entries, some live for monster winners back down to yesterday's range, where it ended up settling down for the most part at the open for the day, pretty much. So not too many trades off of the levels that Pat gives for gold. Today, again, Fridays aren't usually the best days for trading. Micro ES here opened inside, if I can scroll back, inside yesterday's range. Made a brief move up, penetrating past the contract high, setting a level of resistance there for you before dilly-daddling in and out of that HVA until it got to hard rejection of higher prices where it just went back down. And then again, that move around lunch, as you saw it prior, coming down to the range low for the day where we finally met support, but no real entry at that point in terms of HVA levels. As I said, Fridays are not the best days. There were some opportunities that just weren't ideal. And if you don't know why or how you would mitigate your risk in those situations, then come see us in the rooms. Continuing on to NASDAQ. Opening right at the point of control for the most part, hitting great resistance at this HVA edge here for a hard smackdown back to this HVA edge where it met support, where it dilly-daddled at the point of control for a little bit before coming back to that area of resistance, getting smacked down again. So that's 3 opportunities. 4, if you take that one, that's a quick winner, before getting that lunch sell-off on Fridays and then it recovering after. But again, not too many moves that we were looking for. Again, I don't trade after lunch, so in all honesty, I wasn't here for any of this price action in the afternoon. But that's pretty much what the markets did. It was, again, this week has been pretty slow in terms of volume. I believe we still had more volume than yesterday. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't looked at the numbers. But let's go ahead and get into some trades. Bringing up Roman again. This is Roman with a $52 live real money trending entry off of those HVA levels in the pre-market in the micro NASDAQ. Then Roman getting hit hard in gold with a negative 127 in micro gold. And that's that comment I made. He just doesn't have quite the settings configured that you need for the micros, and he had a discussion with that with him, and he quickly recovered from that loss by taking another entry in gold. This time as a trending entry. Winner up $20 now instead of down 100 some odd. He's up 20 in gold. Then he was up 59, so after commissions, he's probably around, I don't know, $70 or so, or just under after commissions for the day. And he left according to the parameters of the education here and started his weekend a little early. Then we have Miro up $55 on Sim. He took this as a manual entry as a market order. That was earlier we pointed out that after the market opened, it had that turnaround. He was participating in that with 5 contracts in the micro NASDAQ. Again, Miro taking another entry in NASDAQ on that move down. Better than break even, but he read that it was having some troubles there, and he got off his target before he would have been stopped out. Now, Darlene took a loss today, down $45 live real money. She got a stern talking to as to why you wouldn't be looking for something in this area and what it would be worth in terms of risk in the micros. It's okay to make mistakes as long as you're learning from them. She failed to look left, as we say. Excuse that, it's my phone. It's always ringing. But she took a loss today, and that's okay as long as you're learning from it, as I said. And that's in the micro ES. Then to finish us off, a trending entry during that lunch sell-off, Brenda Abs in the micro NASDAQ, trailing it all the way down with a 1 lot, nonetheless, in the micro NASDAQ, up $62 live real money. Now, again, I've talked about this in past videos. Micros are 1/10 of the minis. So if this was with one contract in the minis, you 10x that, and that would be $620. So the trades are, and the principles of the trade in the micros and in the minis for the NASDAQ are the same. It's just you have different volume because they are technically different markets. She would have had $620 with the methodology instead of $662. So it's irrelevant, the price over here, as long as she's gaining the confidence to scale up into the minis. So that's what's so awesome about learning in the micros. You don't have as much risk behind you. You don't have to, have a large loss if you don't have the account size for it. You can learn in the micros at minimal risk and learn how to scale up into the minis. With that said, those are our trades for today. As you can see, we got several from this morning here on up. Those are just the ones that we're showing off in the micros. Again, if you're interested in finding out what we do, how come we have so many live students in our company winning every day, and how come we know what levels we're going to be trading off of the night before, find us on Facebook. We're Target Trading Academy. Get in touch with a representative there, or go to our website at targettradingacademy.com. Reach out to us through our website. Come into our rooms and see for yourself why we're the best trading education in the world.